In Ghostwire Tokyo, Akito and KK unite to stop Hannya's dark ritual. Today, I'll take you through the complete story from beginning to end. Let's get started. Right in the middle of Shibuya City's busy commercial center, a dangerous accident takes place. A young man named Akito Izuki falls off his motorcycle and is left almost half dead. At that same moment, among the people standing nearby, one man suddenly feels like something invisible has struck him and entered inside him. Then a spirit's voice is heard saying, "Can't use a live one." Immediately after, the spirit leaves that man and enters Akito's dying body instead. When Akito regains consciousness, he realizes that something has taken control of his body. People around him rush to save him, but when they see black smoke rising from his body and half of his face turning shadowy black, they panic and run away. The spirit inside then speaks to Akito, telling him that it needs his body. Right after this, a strange fog spreads across Shibuya City. Anyone who comes into contact with it vanishes completely, leaving behind only their clothes and shoes. This is a vanishing energy, a mysterious force from another dimension. It has the power to separate souls from human bodies and send those souls into its own dimension. The fog also reaches Akito, but surprisingly, it does not affect him. Instead, Akito begins to see bizarre spirits wandering around. He can see them only because of the spirit now inside him. This spirit is actually KK's spirit, and KK tells Akito to hide from these beings known as visitors. Terrified, Akito looks around and notices a man wearing a Hannya mask appear on the advertising screens. The masked man declares that the souls of the people who vanished in the fog will be used to build the foundation of a new world. Akito then witnesses all those human spirits being trapped in boxes, and within moments, the boxes vanish as well. KK then explains to Akito that if he ever leaves Akito's body, Akito will die instantly. Because when KK first entered him, Akito was already half dead, caught between the human world and the spirit world. At first, Akito refuses to follow KK's orders, but KK causes him severe pain inside his body. Finally, Akito gives in and agrees to listen to KK. After this, Akito encounters dangerous spirits known as rainwalkers. With KK's help, he learns how to fight them and is taught to use ether, a form of magical energy that works like a special weapon. Akito's main goal is to rescue his sister Mari, who is in the hospital. He convinces KK to head toward Shibuya Central Hospital. Some time ago, a fire broke out in Akito's home. In that fire, his sister Mari was badly burned and has been hospitalized ever since. When Akito and KK finally reach the hospital, they find more hostile spirits blocking their way. After fighting through them, they reach Mari's room, but as soon as they enter, they are pulled into another dimension. There, they see Hannya standing beside Mari's hospital bed. At this moment, KK's spirit separates from Akito's body. Hannya instantly recognizes him and is shocked since he had already killed KK before. He doesn't like that KK's spirit is still alive inside another human body. Together, Akito and KK try to attack Hannya with everything they have, but Hannya summons his faceless cronies to fight alongside him. The battle turns against them, and both Akito and KK are captured. Hannya then drives his hand straight through Akito's chest, leaving him collapsed on the ground, and takes Mari away with him. For Hannya, Mari is essential to complete a dark ritual. KK, driven by revenge against Hannya and Akito, determined to save his sister, decide to join forces. Once again, KK enters Akito's body, and together they vow to complete their mission. When Akito regains consciousness back in Mari's hospital room, he sees the bed empty. Realizing his sister has been taken, he breaks down in tears. Afterward, KK tells Akito about one of his safe houses. On their way there, they come across a torii gate covered in a strange blue energy. KK uses his powers to cleanse it. As soon as the gate is purified, the mysterious fog that had been swallowing up people begins to disappear from the city. They then enter a shrine behind the Torii Gate, where they discover a special piece of paper known as a katashiro. Once the fog is cleared, the souls of the vanished people can now be stored inside the katashiro talisman papers that can save them. KK then instructs Akito to search for a phone booth. When they find one, KK tells Akito to dial a code. To Akito's surprise, the phone box opens up, revealing a hidden device inside. KK explains that his friend Ed Warren had created this device called the Spirit Transmission. By placing Katashiro papers inside it, the absorbed spirits can be released and safely transferred out of the barrier surrounding Shibuya City. Soon after, they reach KK's safe house, where Akito learns more about KK's past. KK was once a private detective and a member of the Ghostwire Tokyo team. His fellow teammates were Rinko, Ed, and Erika. Inside the safe house, Akito acquires a special bow, a powerful weapon to aid him against the spirits. However, as they attempt to leave the safe house, they are suddenly blocked by a barrier. This barrier forces them to endure a series of unsettling hallucinations. With effort, Akito and KK manage to destroy the barrier stones, breaking free. Outside, they encounter one of Hannya's servants, whom they decide to track. KK reveals that this very servant is the one who created the barriers. On their path forward, Akito defeats multiple spirit enemies, absorbing any lost souls he encounters into his Katashiro papers. While cleansing a Torii Gate, Akito is suddenly attacked by Kuchisake Onna, a terrifying spirit who tries to slash his face. With KK's guidance, Akito manages to defeat her. Moving further along, Akito reaches another shrine, where he discovers a stun talisman, which allows him to paralyze visitors by stopping their movements temporarily. The same servant they had been tracking ambushed Akito. During the fight, the servant transforms into a Sujisuki. Despite its strength, Akito and KK defeat the creature after a fierce battle. Then they get to know the shocking truth that this servant was not human at all, but a spirit that Hannya created from KK's dead body. This spirit then starts controlling KK's real spirit. As a result, KK struggles but cannot break free from its control. The servant then forcibly rips KK's spirit out of Akito's body and drags it away. Akito is left alone, but when he regains consciousness, he realizes that he is still alive. Confused and distressed, he returns to the safe house, where he finds the spirit of Rinko, one of KK's former teammates. Rinko tells him that even though KK has been taken away, a connection between Akito and KK still remains. Rinko then gives Akito a photograph, asking him to deliver it to KK when he finds him again. Following her guidance, Akito eventually discovers KK trapped inside a cubic box at the Hirokawa Shrine. He frees him, and once again, KK merges back into Akito's body. Suddenly, a bright yellow light shoots upward into the sky, signaling that Hannya is going to complete his ritual. Actually, Hannya began this entire scheme in an attempt to resurrect his wife, who had died. To reach Hannya, Akito and KK must cleanse more Torii gates, which will lift the fog covering the path to the ritual site. However, a problem arises. Some of the gates have become invisible due to low ether levels, yet they must be purified to clear the fog. Rinko calls Akito, explaining that the source of the fog blocking the invisible Torii gates is coming from a specific building known as the Sengoku Center. The two set out to find it. Inside the Sengoku Center, Akito and KK push forward, but once again suffer through intense hallucinations, similar to the ones they faced earlier in KK's safe house. Then, Rinko herself assists Akito directly, helping him make the invisible Torii gates visible so that they can be cleansed. Once Akito clears these invisible gates, he and KK are trapped inside an enormous barrier even larger than the one they had encountered at the safe house. Still, they manage to fight their way through and break free. KK begins to grow suspicious of Rinko. To confirm, he contacts Ed Warren, who tells him that the last time he saw Rinko was in a parking lot, and after that, she disappeared. Akito heads to the parking lot, where he finds a recorder. From it, he learns that Rinko had gone searching for Erika. Erika was none other than Hannya's daughter, and she too was once part of KK's team. Rinko had left a key in a rental locker in Shibuya City for Erika, so that Erika could use it to reach Rinko's safe house and find protection. But tragedy struck. Hannya killed his own daughter Erika because she was part of the same organization that was working to stop his ritual. However, Hannya was so consumed by his belief in the ritual that he was convinced he could bring Erika back to life once it was complete. Akito and KK then used the locker key to enter Rinko's safe house, only to discover the truth. Rinko had been captured by one of Hannya's subordinates, Ko Omote, who then impersonated her. KK's earlier suspicions about Rinko had been correct. Akito and KK managed to free Rinko's real spirit from captivity. Once rescued, she joins them, and together the three of them press forward. After overcoming countless enemies and obstacles, they finally reach the yellow pillar of light, where Hannya is about to begin the second stage of his ritual. Fearing that Akito and KK will interfere, Hannya summons Ko Omote to keep them occupied in battle. During the fight, Ko Omote transforms into a terrifying, grotesque creature. Despite the transformation, Akito and KK manage to defeat her. They then rush to stop Hannya, but by now, he has completed the second stage of his ritual. Using its power, he resurrects an ancient giant known as Daidarabachi, a massive, destructive yokai. After this, Hannya vanishes once more. Now, Hannya prepares for the final step of the ritual at Tokyo Tower. To save Mari, Akito must reach the tower quickly. But between Shibuya City and Tokyo Tower, the path is still covered with thick fog, which will take far too long to cleanse by normal means. Then, KK tells Akito about a custom bike Rinko had built. This bike has the unique ability to cut through the fog effortlessly. However, there is a problem. Its custom parts are missing, and it also requires a rare fuel source known as underworld oil. Akito and KK contact Ed, who tells them where they can find the missing bike parts. Together, they track down the two key items, the fragrant underworld oil and the turbine wheel. Returning to the safe house, they repair the custom bike and get it running. Using the bike's ability to cut through the fog, they finally make their way close to Tokyo Tower. At the base of the tower, Akito and KK once again face the spirit that had previously separated them, which now takes the form of Okina. This time, however, fighting as a unit, they manage to defeat it. They rush up to the top of Tokyo Tower, where they find Hannya performing the final stage of his ritual on Mari. Akito tries to get to his sister, but Hannya summons a transparent barrier wall between them. No matter how hard Akito tries, he cannot break through. Exhausted and discouraged, Akito almost gives up until KK urges him on, giving him the strength to keep fighting. Hannya takes Mari and leaps straight into the mouth of Daidarabachi, the massive yokai he revived earlier. KK lifts Akito up, and together they chase after Hannya, diving into the giant's mouth as well. They emerge in a strange new dimension, where they see Hannya continuing the ritual on Mari. Akito tries to intervene, but Hanya's summoned visitors swarm him, blocking his way. Just then, a thunderbolt strikes Mari, opening the gate to the underworld. The sudden power also causes Hannya's visitors to vanish instantly. Realizing something is wrong, Hannya attempts to shatter the protective sphere forming around Mari. But the sphere protects her, and instead, Hannya himself falls into the underworld. The sphere dissipates, and Mari falls. Akito catches her in his arms, but she dies in his embrace. Meanwhile, from within the underworld, Hannya re-emerges, dragging with him the spirits of his wife and daughter, Erika. The three merge into a monstrous abomination called Hengan. In this desperate battle, Akito and KK defeat Hengan, destroying Hannya's ambitions forever. With the battle over, the spirits of Akito's parents appear, gently guiding Mari's spirit away with them, since her time in the living world has ended. Before leaving, Akito's parents show him the way back and bid him farewell, giving him closure and peace. Afterward, KK tells Akito that he must never allow himself to be possessed again because not all spirits are as trustworthy as KK. Everything then turns normal in Akito's life.